fellow adventurers. Today we are on a hunt for an animal. This animal has survived all 5 major extinction events, has been around for more than 500 million years. They live everywhere from the mountain tops to the ocean floors, and with a little luck, you can find them right in your own backyard. Can you guess what animal it is? I will give you a couple of hints. They are small, microscopic small, and they look like gummy bears. We are on a hunt for water bears, also known as moss piglets or tardigrades. To get started, let's go over the gear we are going to need. First, we are going to need something to scrape or dig a little. I am going to use a putty knife. Next, you'll need a jar to collect samples. The third is Petri Dishes. And finally, we are going to use a microscope. I put links in the description for all the equipment I use. Let's pack up and hit the road. We rode our bikes down the road to a local park to search for some moss. Water bears are everywhere, but they love wet environments, especially moss. You can find them in between bark or in wet and dark places. Using the putty knife, I scraped up bits of moss and lichen. After breaking them free, I picked them up and placed them in my jar. Make sure to collect lots of different kinds. Look at all the moss we've collected. There's gotta be water bears in here. Time to go. After getting back home, it's time to prepare the samples. If your moss is dry, then the water bears will be in their tun state, a kind of cryptobiosis. It's kind of like extreme hibernating. To wake them up, we need to get them wet. To do that, put a thin layer of moss in a petri dish and spray it with clean water. Use either spring water or distilled water. Don't use tap water because it contains chemicals that might hurt the microanimals. Spray with moss until it's completely wet. Then let it sit for at least 4 hours and up to 12 hours. Let me show you how. Now, it's time to get a closer look. Take a small-sized piece of moss and put it in a petri dish. A piece about the size of a quarter will do just fine. Put enough water in the petri dish to cover up the bottom and swish the piece of moss around. The goal is to knock the water bears off and into the water. Let's take a look and see if we can find one. A magnification level of 30 to 50 will allow you to spot them. I found one. Can you believe it? They are so cute. Their scientific name is tardigrades, and they are amazing little guys. They live in all sorts of places. Tardigrades have been found in deserts, Antarctica, tropical rainforests, and even volcanoes. They can even survive the vacuum of space. That is pretty amazing. There are over 1,000 types of tardigrades, and most eat, drink plant juice. Some are carnivorous, which means they eat other animals, and some are even cannibalistic, which means they will eat other water bears. The hunt for water bears is a lot of fun, and maybe you'll even find different kinds. We found a couple of different ones. Also, you'll encounter fun microscopic animals. We saw bdelloid, rotifers, protozoa, and nematodes. Bdelloid rotifers were fun to watch. They move like inchworms and transform into shapes when they eat. It was incredible how they filter water and eat. We were amazed. The hardest part to see up close was the protozoa, which are single-celled animals. They swim so fast it was hard to keep up with them. There are lots of different microscopic animals, which makes looking at different samples of mud and moss lots of fun. It's also fun looking at other things like flower petals, leaves, bugs, and anything else you can think of. Thanks for joining me in my hunt for water bears. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for helping me hit 50 subscribers. I love hearing from you. Make sure to leave a comment below. Until next time, stay strong and be adventurous.